All right, so we're finishing up 11.5 notes, day 2. Again, we're looking to graph number 5. As we take a look, I've got y equals x minus 3 squared plus 1. The first thing you want to do is come up with our vertex. So again, it's opposite of what you see in parentheses. I have no idea. I have x minus 3. That's going to move it to the right. So Michael's back there saying positive 3. And then what does this plus 1 do? Plus 1. This one goes up, so it's going to go up 1 unit. So again, my vertex is normally, and what do you guys want to do? Do you want to graph the parent function first and then move everything, or are you happy with just moving it?
Just move it.
Just move it? You don't have to do it. I just do that so you get the idea of what we're doing. So we're going to take this vertex, which is normally at 0, 0. It's going to go over 1, 2, 3 units, and then up 1. My graph paper didn't turn out very good there, so I'll use tick marks. Okay. So now that's my vertex. And now axis of symmetry, my AOS, is a value that's the same as that one. X equals 3. Okay, so again, don't forget I'm getting this from that, vice versa. So there's going to be a nice vertical line going right through the center of this thing that cuts it in half. And that's going to be at x equals 3. Okay. Well, I want to graph 2 points on the left and 2 points on the right. So as I take a look, I'm going to count over 1, up 1. So over 1, up 1. Over 1 from the vertex, up 1. Over 2, what's 2 squared? 4. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. So over 2, up 4. It's symmetric. Dun, 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 dun. It's symmetric.
Wait, from the middle.
So I got my vertex right here at 3, 1. And then to come up with the other points, I went over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4, over 2, up 4. How are we doing with that?
Good.
All right. The A value, the number in front, that A value would be a positive 1. So again, that's why we know it's going up. It's a smiley face. Okay.
The next one's a frowny face.
So as I take a look, let's do, we're looking at number 8. Okay. So I've got a few things going on here. First off, I've got a shift. I've got this x minus 3 and negative 5. So I have a vertex shift. Where is the x minus 3 taking me? To the right. Very good, Greg. So positive 3. And then where's the negative 5 taking me? Down. So that takes me to negative 5. Okay. And then the AOS is again at x equals 3. So let's go ahead and I like graphing that first. Okay, so let's count over 1, 2, 3, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, the graph paper didn't turn out great there. Okay, so that's my vertex, and then there's a axis of symmetry that goes right through that at x equals 3. Okay. Well, now I don't apply any other points yet. Normally, I go over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4. But that's if I don't have an A value, right? I have an A value now. I have an A value that's 2. And we talked about today, if that A value is greater than 0, it's a smiley face. So it's definitely a smiley face. 2 is greater than 0. But now this is getting stretched by a factor of 2. Okay? So normally I go over 1, up 1. Well, now I'm going over 1, up 1 times 2. What's 1 times 2? 2. So I'm going to go over 1, up 1, 2. Over 1, up 1, 2. So this thing's getting stretched. It's going up faster. Okay. Normally, I go over 2, up 4. Well, now it's over 2, up 4 times 2. What's 4 times 2? 8. So I got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's over 2, up 8 units. So that put me right to there. Over 2, up 4 times 2 is 8. So this thing's going to look a little thinner. Okay. It's getting stretched vertically, which means it's getting compressed side to side. It's kind of like when Mr. Gotch was in junior high. I was a little chubby kid, little short chubby kid, and then I grew up really, really tall. Wasn't so chubby. All right. Not too bad. Let's do one more together. Let's do this last one, example 9. So I've got y equals -3 times the quantity x minus 2 squared plus 7. So as we take a look, I always do the vertex first, y'all. X minus 2 is moving it which way? To the right, to the right. And plus 7 is moving it up. So my vertex is now at 2, 7. AOS, x equals 2. All right, so let's go ahead and graph that. So I'm going to count over 1, 2, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2, 7 is right about there. There's my axis of symmetry at x equals 2. All right, now don't plot any points yet because we had an a value. This time we got a equals -3. And we talked about today, if the a value is less than 0, meaning negative, we got a frowny face. So because it's negative, it's going down. Okay, positives go up, negatives go down. Positive people smile, negative people frown. Okay? All right, so I got my vertex right there, 2, 7. Now, normally I go over 1, up 1. Well, now I'm going over 1, down because it's negative. 1 times 3. So what's 1 times 3? 3. So I'm going to go over 1, down, 1, 2, 3. Over 1, down, 1, 2, 3. You guys good with that? And then if you want to graph another point, you can. Normally I go over 2, up 4, because 2 squared is 4. Well, now I'm going down because it's negative, and it's 4 times the a value. 4 times 3. That's 12. Oh my gosh. So I got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to go over 2 and then down 12. Over 2, down 12. Now I have a pretty good looking graph here. So final answer is that one right there. All right, do you guys have any questions with that? So now you guys need to go take some time. We've had some technical difficulties. We have about 8 minutes or so left. Why don't you guys take a look at my math lab assignments? You have 2 of them. Okay. With the technical difficulties and stuff, we might have to push back things a little bit. See how we're at, but I'd like you to at least get those started. All right. You guys have any questions?